I'm Kylie Golden, and today I chose to interview my grandma Gail, age 67. I got it right this time. Okay, question 1. What year were you born and where were you born?
I was born in Kingsville, Texas, on the Navy base in 1957.
How many people are in your family, including siblings and parents?
I had my mom and dad, and then I have 3 sisters, so there's 6.
So all sisters?
Mm-hmm.
What are their names?
Glenda, Deanna, and Jolene.
And are you the
I'm
oldest?
the oldest.
You're the oldest. Who's the youngest?
Jolene.
Okay. How did you get to school, and how far was school from your house?
Elementary school was about a half a mile, and we always walked. And I lived in Colorado, so there was lots of snow.
All 4 of you walked?
I was ahead of them by 3 grades, but to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So we really only went to school together once. And that was in elementary school. And yes, she walked with me. And then junior high was about a mile and a half. And we walked.
All 4 of you guys all walked together?
They walked together probably, because by the time they were in junior high, I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And that was about 5 or 6 miles away, and we rode the bus.
You rode the bus. All right. What is your favorite memory from school?
From school. It would have to be the football games, sporting events. They were a big deal. They were big schools. The band was always at the whole thing. The cheerleaders, I was in pep team, and you all dressed the same. We had uniforms, and it was just a really fun time in my life.
So football games would be, I'd have to agree with that. It's really fun. Ruby. Cat. Do you have a spouse?
Yes, I do.
Where did you meet your spouse?
A girlfriend of mine and I went to a country bar out of town once just to get away, and he worked there.
What was he?
He was the bouncer.
Isn't that like the bar cop?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is she climbing on the tray? Anyways, how long were you guys dating before you got married?
About 1.5 years.
A year and a half? Okay. Have you been married before you got married to your current spouse?
Yes, I was married for 18 years. I got married when I was 17 the first time.
17?
I did.
Ooh. Dang, why?
I don't know.
You weren't even a legal adult.
No, my mom had signed me.
That is wild.
And he was 21. 20 or 21. I'd known him since I was 6. Our families were friends.
How? So like...
Our moms were best friends.
Oh, it was one of those deals.
Yeah.
That's nice. How many kids do you have?
I have 3 daughters.
3 daughters?
Nicole, Janelle, and Deidre.
Okay, and how did you choose the names of Nicole, Janelle, and Deidre?
Nicole was born in 78, and at the time there was a show called 8 is Enough that was very popular, and the smallest boy on there, his name was Nicholas, and her dad wanted to name his son Nicholas, and he just knew we were going to have a boy, because back then you really didn't know or couldn't tell.
You couldn't really like, get it checked?
And she was a girl, so we changed it to Nicole from Nicholas, and her middle name's Jean, because his middle name is Eugene. Janelle is named after my aunt that recently passed.
Oh, Aunt Jan.
Aunt Jan. Her name was Janet Ellen, but we didn't care for Janet or Ellen, so we shortened Jan and took the N off of Ellen and put it together and come up with Janelle. And her middle name is Renee, and that's my youngest sister's middle name.
And JoJo.
And Deidre is named after Marlena Evans, was the role she played on Days of Our Lives for, ever. And she was really pretty, and her name was Deidre Hall. So she's named after her.
Spelled the exact same way?
No, I put an A on the end. Hers is an E. I didn't understand the E, saying Deidre.
Deidre?
Yeah. And my sister liked the name Danielle, so she talked us into that with it.
Oh, and that's my middle name.
Yes, it is. You're named after your mom.
What is a memory from your childhood of one of your birthdays?
My favorite birthday would be my 10th birthday. My grandma was my favorite person. I spent lots of time with her. She was amazing. I miss her dearly. On my 10th birthday, she took me downtown Denver to the brand new Hilton, and we got a suite, and we had food sent to the room. We went shopping. I got a new wardrobe. We went to the brand new movie, Thoroughly Modern Millie, that you've never heard of, but it was a Broadway show, and that started we went to a lot of Broadway shows in Denver at the play. I have pictures.
You'll have to show me those. What is a memory from your childhood that makes you happy?
It's probably with my grandma. Anything we did together, we spent a lot of time together.
Like when you got the car sideways.
We did get her car stuck sideways in a garage. You had to bring that up, didn't you?
Yep. Yep.
And she had a Mercedes Benz, and it was sideways in the garage.
How'd you get it out?
Well, my pop, we called him, got home. We were trying to back around my car instead of just moving it. She said that she could guide me and we could back up and pull forward and back around. We didn't have to move everything out of the driveway. That didn't work so well, and then we ended up hitting the rail on the garage door, so we couldn't get the door closed. So when he got home, he moved everything and fixed it for us.
Good job, Grandma. What was your job as an adult?
My first job?
Anyone?
Or my favorite job?
Favorite. Let's just go with your favorite.
I worked for a law firm in Albuquerque for years. I was secretary, basically. I transcribed court letters and notes, typed.
How did you decide that job?
My sister-in-law worked there, and a job opening came up, and it was a good job and good pay and good insurance and all. So I applied and got it.
Good job. How was it? How was it having to watch movies in black and white?
I don't ever remember going to the movie theater watching black and white. Maybe they didn't have movie theaters back then. I don't know. But yes, we had a black and white TV until I was probably, I don't know, 8 or 9. They may have had them sooner, but they're expensive.
Yeah.
And we got a color TV when I was around there, 9, 10. We got our first color TV, and it was strange because everything was in black and white.
Yeah. What are you most proud of in your life?
It would have to be my girls and my grandkids. My grandkids make me very proud.
Oh, yeah. What is your favorite kind of music, and what is your least favorite kind of music?
I grew up on country music. I love country music, but I also love 70s and 80s rock. I love that. I do not like rap. Not that I'm against it. I don't like the language in a lot of it, and I can't understand most of it.
Makes sense.
Just the beat, if they didn't scream and say anything, I'd probably like more of it.
Yeah. At what age did you finish school and begin work?
I graduated in May of 1975. I was 17. I got married in July. I was still 17 and got my first job right then at Woolworths, which is an old store that's now closed, and they all had a diner in it, and I waited tables in the diner at 17.
Was it in Colorado?
It was in Colorado. I grew up in Colorado. It was
So-
just north of Denver.
So-
It was in the big mall.
So Grandpa lived in Denver?
My dad?
No, my grandpa. My mom's dad.
Yes. That's where we got married.
Where did you guys meet?
Your grandpa?
Yeah, me.
We knew each other from very young. Our moms were good
yeah.
friends.
So you just grew up and then
We grew up together, and he has a sister the same age as my next sister, and he has a brother that's the same age as my next sister. We all grew up together. We did things together. his mom and my mom were our Girl Scout leaders for years.
How does music affect your life?
I love music. I listen to it all the time. It makes you happy. It can make you sad, remembering certain things. There's certain songs that remind me of my mom, and it makes me happy, but it also hurts my heart.
Yeah. Do you have any memories of extreme weather?
Yes. We moved to New Mexico when, well, I don't know, in 85 or something, no, 83. But in, I don't know, it's about 8 years ago, because you were...
9, I think. I don't know.
They said that there was going to be a blizzard. Well, it doesn't snow in New Mexico very rarely. In the mountains, but not where we lived in the desert.
Yeah.
It was way south. And if it did, it was gone by noon. And it was supposed to blizzard overnight. So everybody got water and food and got everything you needed. And next morning we got up and there was thick frost and ice on everything. And it's like, oh, wow, that was bad weather.
Terrible blizzard.
Yeah, it was terrible. And about an hour later, it started snowing, and it snowed, and it snowed, and we had 3.5 to 4 feet of snow in a town that had no snow removal. You remember, there's no way to remove it because it was desert.
There was no snow plows.
No. All the farmers used their, whatever that equipment is, with the, tractors and ATVs, all kinds of stuff. Anything that had a plow. We were stuck in ours for
New
2 days.
Mexico?
Well, I don't know. Glad they did.
Just why not?
That's how they got our driveway clear.
What advice would you give someone that is my age?
Always be true to yourself. Be you. Don't change for anybody. Because you got to be you. You got to love you. My grandma always told me that. She always told me to live by the golden rule. You know what that is?
No.
Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Treat people the way you want to be treated. My grandma always told me that. But to always be true to yourself.
Can you tell me 3 of your best memories?
3?
3.
One would be Christmas all the time. Christmas Eve, because we always went to my grandma's and we had a blast. And we went to church. My grandma was a Sunday school teacher. And we always went to church and then went to her house and had big meals and had Christmas, and it was great. So I love those. Family reunions now, because my sisters, we all live in a different state. And so when we have them every other year, we try for everybody to go. We pick places and...
Oh yeah, you guys all do live in different states. So Wisconsin, New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma.
Yes.
That's crazy. I didn't think about it.
And the grandkids all of our kids are spread. Mine, most of them are here, all but one. And so those are good memories that we all get together. And my favorite times lately is all the cruises. Our cruise was great memories. All my grandkids but one, all my kids but one. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I'll always cherish it in the pictures. It was fun.
How many states have you lived in your life?
I was born in Texas, and then my dad was transferred to California, so we lived in San Diego until I was 3. And then we went back to Colorado, because that's where both my parents are from and all my family. And then we moved to New Mexico, and from there we moved here. 5.
If you could change one thing from your life, what would it be and why?
Change something. I don't know. That's hard because I wouldn't want to change too much because it would alter my life or alter what kids I have or my grandkids or where I'm at. I'm where I'm supposed to be, I believe. I don't know. If it didn't have anything to do with me, it would be, I wished I could help with the world's problems. Terrible place that we're in right now.
So you wouldn't really change anything?
Of my life personally, No, I made mistakes, but if I hadn't have made the mistakes I made, maybe it would change
Who you were as a
who
person.
I am and where I'm at. Yeah.
That makes sense. If you could go back in time and redo one thing of your life, what would it be and why?
That's the same thing. Redo?
No, not redo, relive.
Oh, so something good?
Yeah,
Relive
like
something?
Yeah, like a memory, like your favorite memory, and you could just go back to that exact day and relive it like you didn't know.
It would have to be a family reunion when I was younger where my grandparents were alive and my parents and great aunts and uncles and all of them where I could see everybody again. And I would let people know how I felt more often because life's short.
Yeah. What was the name of your childhood pet or pets?
We had a dog named Teeny because she was a runt and small, and then she grew.
Was Teeny?
No, she grew up, but she lived 17 years. Excuse me. I had a cat named Sam for several years. And I had a hamster named Socrates.
Where'd you come up with the name Socrates?
I don't know, probably one of my classes or something. We were studying about it or something. So I was a teenager when I had it. He lived 6 years. He or she, I don't know if it was a male or female, but his name was Socrates.
If you could meet one person, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Sorry. Toby Keith.
Toby Keith? Who's that?
He was a country singer. He died this year at a young age. But he was a great American. He was a great patriot. Yes, he was a great singer I think. I loved his music. But he was a very good person. He did a lot for our troops. He did a lot for America. He did a lot for a lot of people. He has a place where children can go, and it's free, and they can stay. It's like a camp, and he funded it all. It's still going on. He just was a really good person all the way around.
So you'd meet Toby Keith?
Yeah, I think I would.
If you could visit one place in the world, where would it be?
Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii. I've wanted to go for years. I've been to a lot of the Caribbean islands. I've been a lot of places, but I want to go to Hawaii. Hula.
With their big bugs?
Yeah, they do have a lot of bugs.
Who had the most influence on you in your life? And why?
Dang it, sorry.
That's good.
Once again, my grandma. My grandma, she was all of 5'1".
A whole 5'1"?
Yeah. But she was a Spitfire. She taught me a lot. We did word puzzles, and we were together all the time. As an adult, I was with her all the time. With my oldest daughter. She knew her well.
Aunt Nikki?
Mm-hmm. And we had many adventures. She taught me word puzzles, all kinds of things, and told me always keep your brain busy. It's a muscle, and if you don't use it, you'll lose it. She influenced everything I did.
If you don't use it, you lose it. That is true. That is true. What can our generation learn from your generation? Well, first I'm going to start off by asking, what generation are you?
I'm a baby boomer.
So what can we learn from you? What can my generation learn from your generation?
How to tell time on the analog clock. How to drive the standard. How to write in cursive and be able to read it.
That's wild.
Well, we did all those things, you know, and this generation really doesn't know that.
Is there like anything that you could like anything else that you could teach us and like we can learn from you guys?
I don't know, because there's problems always. They just
Yeah.
change, you know.
Yeah.
Mainly that. Respect. When we were growing up, you were taught strictly respect. You
Yeah.
respected all adults. You did not argue. You didn't talk back. You told the line. And this generation, they kind of get mouthy. To me, I think they overstep boundaries.
Yeah. Okay. Final question. What can your generation learn from my generation?
How to use my phone?
Age 6, set up your Snapchat account.
You
That's
did.
wild.
Facebook. My tablet, when I had it, how to do things.
Mm-hmm.
So anything electronic, technical, it's dimmed. I've learned a lot from all my grandkids on that. They fix and show me how, if I can remember it. But anything technical, anything, what do you call it?
Technology?
Yeah, because we didn't have it.
Electronic?
I had a typewriter. You know, I took typing in school.
That is crazy.
So I can do a keyboard because they're the same. But yeah. You used whiteout to fix, you know.
And you had, like,
You couldn't look
and,
anything
like,
up. Yeah.
That's why. Well, you could. It's like the Wikipedia books.
Well, we had encyclopedias. You had to look everything up,
Cat.
you know?
Yeah.
So you went to the library.
Why'd you squeak? So, how to use phones? That's how our generation can
The technical stuff you can, yeah. You know that. You've taught me a lot.
Set up your Roblox account, too.
Yeah, you did that too.
Well, I'm gonna hold the cat. I appreciate you letting me interview you. I love you.
I love you too.
Get the cat kiss. Kiss my cat.
I don't want to kiss Furball.
Furball. Alright, you go there. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
definitely learned a lot from you.